something to look forward to. Now tell them, say, don't stop looking towards. Don't back up and let the devil make you feel like it won't come to pass. Don't stop looking for it. The best is yet to come. Don't stop reaching for the best. Don't stop demanding the best, because our hope is resting in the God of our salvation. And so it is here now that despair presupposes hope. In fact, because of what we do not long for can either be object of our hope or the object of our despair. And what that basically means is that we have to quit hoping to protect how we feel. Yes. So now what I'm saying is, if I don't anticipate anything or expect anything, then of course I will never be hurt if it doesn't come to pass. But what God is saying is that attitude has distress for me, because anytime you stop expecting, you're saying I don't deliver, and I'm not the kind of God that does not deliver. And I need my people in the midst of whatever they are going through to look at the situation and say, in spite of where I am right now, my God delivers, and I will give him the praise until it comes to pass. I will magnify you until it manifests. I will give him glory until I see it. So now the pain of despair lies in the fact that hope is there, but what I see is no way open towards its fulfillment, and that is the smoke screen the devil throws in your face, and that is, I don't see how it's going to come to pass. I never did ask my mother how. I simply asked her for something, and I didn't bother to wonder how she was going to do it. I just sat around waiting for her to make it good. And so when my mother made me a promise in the month of October that at Christmas something would be there, I just waited patiently for Christmas. But that is how. The how never was my mentality. The how is not up to you. The how is up to God. So what you do is you kill your faith in wondering, how am I going to get out of this? How is the way going to be made? How is he going to do it? Just wondering how. Forget the how, boo. Just trust God and take him at his word. The children of Israel was in a cul-de-sac. They were in a dead end. Mountains on both sides. Pharaoh coming up behind them. And the Red Sea in front of them. And now they're looking to God as if, Lord, don't you see? We have a problem. We're at a dead end. And you brought us out for this. But then what God says to Moses, before I poured the sea, before I framed the mountains on both sides, before I sent Pharaoh after you, I already made a way out. So why don't you look in your hand, man? The action is already in your hand. You don't have to look to the left or to the right. I'm not looking for somebody else to bring me out. God put the answer in my hand. And so now, in this case of hope, I hold the organ about 3 minutes and I'll call you in. Yes, I will. When you turn against the one who hopes it consumes him, because he has allowed him to move into despair and force him to go against what he knows he should be. And what that is, I feel so despondent that I will not hope, and I will not hope because I do not like any of my expectations to be disappointed. But there is somebody in this house I'm going to use hope for myself, because what I mean is that when I say in God we trust, that means no matter what, I don't care how rough it is today, I don't care how bad it seems, I hope that God will remove it and tomorrow will be better. You continue then to wait, because now is faith, because expectation is the key part of faith. But waiting means that something is going to happen here, because the trial of faith worketh patience. So now to understand that hope, patience, and faith are now in the bed together. Despair seeks to preserve the soul from disappointment, but hope demands that you tarry and wait, because hupomone, it means to remain under, and this now means to endure. I have to endure because where I am, because I am going somewhere else. So the concept is not that I am here to stay, I'm simply going through in order to get me to where I had to go. I had to go through this. No matter what the problem is, I had to go through this. I told you last night it had to happen that way, but it had to happen simply to get me to the point where God has anointed me to be. Reach over and tell your neighbor, I'm going through something, but I ain't staying in this. I'm going through this, but this is not my permanent abode. In fact, tell your trouble, don't unpack your bags. You just came for a short visit, because God has made me a promise. Come on in, brothers. I'm trying to get up out of here. So not only this word, but the other word for patience is to be long-tempered. I want you to understand that patience restores your energy, and patience causes you to defy the devil. Many times we have allowed ourselves to be impatient, and we suffer because of our impatience more than we would have if we had just sat there and waited on God to put our energy into what God told us. I want to tell you, never operate in your second calling, but put your strength in what the Lord called you to do. And